You're more than welcome to. Gentlemen, this is an individual who is just taking pictures around the police building. The lieutenant,
the guy who walked up on me for taking pictures.
What information he gave you.
Morning. Nothing.
Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm asking you if you could identify yourself because you're on the police department property and you're taking pictures into our building. So at the end of the day, I'm just asking for your ID and I'm going to send you on your way. But I'd like to know who you are. And I'd like to know what your business is at the police department. That's all.
I get what you're saying, but I didn't take any pictures into the building.
My lieutenant said you were taking pictures.
And not into the building.
Well,
I'm not even close to the building. I'm not even close to the building.
You know what? Don't play the game. You know, you don't want to identify yourself. And
can you
we
please give
deal
me your
with a lot of this. Okay? And we know you're taking pictures in here, maybe getting intel. You don't want to give us your name because that's part of the game, right? You know how this works. So it's obvious. It's obvious. So what's your end game? What do you need today? You want to finish taking pictures in here? Is that what it is?
Well, I told you when you came and talked to me, I said I'm just going to take a couple pictures and I'm going to be out of here. And now we got all this. I don't understand it.
Post this online so you know how well you're being treated.
Which one am I talking to here?
Both of us.
Her or you?
Both of us. I'd like your identification. He's asking you what you're doing here. Can I please see your identification?
Negative.
Can you tell me your name?
Negative. And what am I being detained for?
Like I said, sir, you're acting suspicious on a police department property.
Taking pictures is acting suspicious? Taking pictures is acting suspicious? Is taking pictures... Answer the question. Is taking pictures acting suspicious? You're a public servant. I'm a private citizen. You answer when I ask. Do you know 148G, California Penal Code? Do you know that penal code? Specifically states that a public member taking pictures in a public area cannot be deemed suspicious. Get away from me. Back up. You don't need to walk more than 6 feet to me. Well, yeah, I'm getting upset. What are you doing? So am I being detained still, or are you going to recant that?
I'm not going to recant that.
Okay, cool. Do what you got to do then. Got one. Why don't you let me identify you? What's your name?
Sure,
badge number.
Badge 33. Maravillas.
Name, badge
Lieutenant
number.
Mefford. There you go.
Name, badge number.
Officer Chen, badge 188.
What's your badge number? What's your badge number?
You have my name.
You don't have your badge number readily available. I need to see your badge number. There you go. I didn't get a picture of it. Either say it or let me get a picture of it.
You know who I am, Lieutenant Mefford. There you go.
And you're refusing to identify with your badge number.
He just did, sir.
No, he didn't. I didn't get a picture and he didn't say it. It's not verbalized and it's not here for my documentation. Quiet. Name and badge number.
Officer Brenton.
Name and badge number. What is that?
You said he's taking pictures.
No, I got you. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Can I talk to you?
No. Okay, back to work, right? See you guys later.
What I'm going to say to this...
No. No directives. Back to work. Am I still being detained or not? And you're a lieutenant and you don't know this?
Sir.
And you even said, hey, you're doing an audit and we know the game, blah, blah, blah. Why are you not all gone already? Why? Answer it. Bye. No, not at the end of the day. No directives. No, you just detained me. Now I'm free to leave? Now I'm free to leave? What was I detained for?
Sir, you're acting suspicious. My lieutenant told me you were
taking pictures is not acting suspicious. Go look at the penal code. You can't detain somebody for pictures. You don't know that as a lieutenant? You don't know 148G? Are you kidding me?
I am glad you are so well educated.
I'm glad your 6 weeks in the academy made you a lawyer, right? You're a Supreme Court judge now, I'm assuming.
You just show up and you start arguing with us, you know.
I was just illegally detained. Illegally detained. For what? Anybody that watches this is going to see that I was illegally detained and you guys got put in your place. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. No, I don't want to hear any of your, I don't want to hear your little spiel that you're going to do. So you don't illegally detain somebody. I am on public property, not your property, not your property, not your property, not your property. At this point, you're dismissed, you're dismissed, you're dismissed, you're dismissed. Bounce. Why are you guys here? Why are you guys here? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. You're going to leave before I leave. I promise you that. So bounce. See you later. Buckle and bounce. Break it down and get out of here. Simple as that. Can't detain me. I don't know why I had to teach you that. I don't know why you didn't know that. You just illegally detained me.
Sir, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. My lieutenant
At the end of the day is
taking
the whole,
pictures.
at the end of the day, or in this
Taking
day and
pictures
age, or
and
this is
walking
the deal,
around.
we
I'm
hear it
not
all the
saying
time.
that.
We hear it all the
I'm
time.
giving you the respect of listening to
No,
when
no,
you're
no,
talking to me.
you're not.
Do you mind listening to me?
No, because I don't want to hear your fluff. I don't want to
Sir,
hear
at the
the
end of the day,
lies
there's
and
no-
the manipulation
there's no
of the
fluff, there's no
situation.
lies.
Let me ask you a question. How does reasonable suspicion work? You need reasonable, articulatable suspicion of what? Of what? No,
crime is being
a
committed.
crime
At
is
the
being
end of the
committed,
day,
about to
sir.
be committed,
At
or
the
has
end
been
of the day,
committed.
sir.
Where's the crime?
I was investigating.
You
Just so I
can't
understand.
detain
Keep
to
pulling me
investigate.
over.
You detain when you have reasonable suspicion of a crime. Don't you know that? You're a sergeant.
Sir, at the
You
end
don't
of the
know
day,
that? Do you
honestly,
answer the
I'm
question?
asking
Do you not know this?
Sir, I do. And at the end of the day,
Then why'd you detain me?
Because again, I was actively investigating what I believe
You were
could have been a crime.
actively investigating somebody taking pictures. It's the only information you had.
And at
You
the end of the
investigate
day,
more
let me say this
until
again.
you detain, until you ascertain that there could be a crime, that you have reasonable suspicion of a crime. You don't. You don't have that. You've never had that. No, we're talking here. You've never had that. You never had that. I'm not going to deal with you. You never had that. You've never had reasonable suspicion at all. Is that true or not? Did you ever have reasonable? Just answer me that question and I will be on my way. Just answer that question. Did you ever have reasonable suspicion of a crime?
I was doing an investigation.
We're getting a conversation walking.
Were you here when the gate was open or closed?
I'm not answering your questions. I've already told you that.
When did you get
Never
here,
heard
sir?
your response.
I'm not answering your questions. That's the response.
you're asking-
That's the
Can I ask you
response.
this? What brought you here today? That's all. I want to know what brought you here today. What can we help you with today?
At this point, you guys should just go back to work
Which we are planning on
because
doing.
you already look bad. And what are these guys doing?
Hey, sir, can you not walk over? Just
I can walk over there. I can walk wherever I want. You just said I'm not being detained, so I'm just checking everything out. How's it going? Good. Check it out in here.
Hey, sir, that's...
Excuse me. You're getting very close. We have COVID.
Are you trying to get in that vehicle?
I'm on the whole other side of the door. How would I be trying to get
I
to
don't
the
know.
vehicle? I'm taking pictures inside the vehicle.
Seems like you're trying to get into the vehicle.
Why are you
sir.
more than 6 feet from me? Look, now
You
I'm
walked up to me,
straight
sir.
surrounded. I didn't walk up to you.
sure
I was
did.
trying to walk up. I got
was
it on
standing
camera,
here.
bud.
You walked up
You
towards
walked
me.
in front of me.
No,
I
because
walked
I don't know what
around
you're
you
doing.
and you walked closer than me.
Why are
You're
you trying to get in the
closer than
car?
6 feet.
Why are
Back
you trying
up.
to get in this
You're-
car?
I'm on the other side of the door.
Sir, at the
How
end
am I
of the
getting
day,
in the
Walk up
car?
to it as if you're trying to
It's
get
all
in.
good. Don't touch me.
What can we
That's
do
what
to
you
help
can
you?
do. Don't touch me.
What can we do to help
You
you?
back up. Don't touch
What
me.
can I do
That's
to
what
help
you
you?
can do.
What can I do to help
You
you now?
guys have already ruined the situation. I'm telling you to go
Okay,
back to
so
work.
then
There's
here's the thing.
nothing you
We're
can
gonna
do.
go
Go
back
back
to
to
work.
work.
We
Yes,
are.
see you later.
Can you
Bye.
please leave the
Dismiss.
property?
Negative. I'm not leaving.
That's fine.
Negative.
That's fine.
Go back to work. Exactly. All of us leave. We got a tyrant right here. And we got somebody here who doesn't.
Okay, sir.
We got
At the
somebody
end
here.
of the day,
I'm on the other side of the door. How could I
walking
ever
towards it.
be
How
getting
did
in
I
the
know
car?
that?
You guys are right there standing by the door.
How did I know that?
Then you watch. You don't get in front of somebody. You don't
Why
get
would I
closer
not
to
prevent
6
it, sir?
feet. You're
Why would I
not
not
preventing it because I'm not going towards the door. I was going to the opposite way of the door.
You're making a point.
Yeah, I
You know what?
did. You guys are
Just came here
horrible.
to
You're
argue with
tyrants.
yourself.
It's not a point.
This
You
is
guys are
what you
tyrants.
do.
No, if you would have came out and said, "Hey, you need any help?" and I would have said no, and you would have left, there would have been none of this. But what happened? You didn't leave. You're still here. You didn't do none of this. I got detained. We're getting arguments. We're getting fluff. Now you guys are surrounding me. She's touching me. This guy won't let me come take pictures like I wanted to.
sir.
You guys are more than 6 feet. Dude, I have it on camera. I have it on camera, you tyrant. You were right here. When I walked over, you walked over this way. Don't touch me. I can get as close to you.
around me.
I can get as close to you as I want. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, you psycho? My hand was not near your gun. I'm talking. We all have it on camera.
You watch out.
You're gonna yell at me like a freaking psycho?
When your hand's near my firearm.
And now I'm
yes.
surrounded again. My hand is not near you. You have a firearm. You have 5 officers around you. Man up. Man up. Act like a man. Huh? Why are you even in that uniform?
This guy just came here and starts all this.
Yes, that's what they're going to see on camera. They're going to see that I started all this. I initiated this contact. I detained myself
The police sit here
without
and
a crime
And
or
you have a
anything,
First
and then I
Amendment
just
guy that
screamed
comes
and yelled,
here.
"Don't touch
my
me.
investigation
Do not
is
touch
over.
me."
My investigation is over.
Bounce,
Please
go,
leave.
buckle and bounce. You're out of here. I'm not leaving. And you don't yell at me and stick your goddamn finger in my face.
All
You
right.
ain't nobody
There you go.
without that goddamn badge and gun. You hear me?
Well, look.
All I
Hey,
did was walk
everybody.
up. Yes, exactly. Get a
Yeah.
good look. This is my thumbnail right here.
Uh-huh.
Of this tyrant who's been doing this too long and thinks he's God.
Yeah.
You're nobody.
Yeah,
You're nobody.
And protect you. The
You're-
reason
to me,
you
you're not protecting me. That's what we got. This is what we got. You come to a police station and take pictures. You get faster service than if you call.
We have better things to
If
do.
you need help, you get more service if you just come here and take pictures.
Yeah.
You should have been doing those better things right away. So, hey, snap, you're back to work. Go ahead. You're dismissed.
Wow, hey, thank you.
You're dismissed. No problem.
You must be a taxpayer.
More
and you're
fluff.
telling me what to do,
Exactly, because you're a
right?
public servant, right?
Well, I'm glad.
Are you a public servant?
Yeah. Can I
Okay,
go?
see you guys later. Yes,
Can I
please
go?
get back to work, please.
Wow.
Situation didn't have to be this. Have you ever had de-escalation training? Have you ever had de-escalation training?
Have a
So,
good night.
you too. You
All
too,
right?
babe. See you later. You're
Hang out,
dismissed.
do what you want, you know.
I'm going to.
Beautiful
See you
sun.
later. You're dismissed. Again. I'll peel you like an onion, bro. Look how you already got. You're dismissed. Go back to work. I didn't even have to try. I just had to try to take a picture and you freaked out.
I'm so glad that you're doing this because, hey, post this on
Simple.
your stuff.
It's going to be
Because
there.
people that watch us don't have any tolerance for stuff like this.
Hey,
We treated you
understand real
We
quick
treated you
that the
fine.
people that watch this are going to be calling the city attorney, the city manager, the mayor of the city, all about you because of how you act. You're going to get thousands of
got
phone
what you
calls,
wanted, right?
right? No, that's not what I want. I'm not asking them to do that. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen
We
because
know
they
the game
see
you
what
play.
you act like.
We know the
They
game
see
you
what you
play.
act like. See, you're still here.
We know the
If
game
you
you
were
play.
smart, you'd be gone. I've asked you a million times to go back to work. Go back to work. You too. Go back to work. Go back to work. Go back to
We
work.
got better stuff to do.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
Right? All the
have a good
crime
day.
solved out here. You got other people out here
Good day.
hanging out. Go back to work. There was nothing you could have ever done for me. Go back to work. Later, babe. Love you. You're dismissed. See you later. You guys are dismissed. Bye-bye. Now let me get some pictures of these cars like I was going to.
You cannot
Please,
do
what?
that.
I can do whatever I want.
I'm gonna tell you
148G,
right
go
now,
look it
this
up.
is private property right here.
What
At this
about
at this
it?
gate, you cannot, because this is
Be
our.
quiet.
personal
I can
stuff.
take pictures beyond this gate.
You cannot.
Yes, I can. Here you go. I'm going to continue to do it. Here you go. Go ahead. Do something. I can do this. Okay? I know I can do this. You need to learn the Supreme Court rulings. What's the privacy policy? Do you have a reasonable expectation of privacy in public? Tell me.
This from here is all public, right?
But you can see it. Can you trespass my eyes? Can you trespass my eyes? No, let's have this conversation. Can you trespass my eyes?
You need to go up.
I know I'm gonna. Thank you.
Ridiculous, guy. What was this about?
All I did
It
was
didn't.
ask for your name.
It didn't have to go there. No, ma'am. Listen, what you did was you detained me, and you can't. That was. Don't you understand? That was a violation of my right. Right when you made that decision.
What I believed was
And let's talk about it again. You were investigating no crime. Were you investigating a crime?
Here, the officer turned a lawful activity into a detention without meeting any legal threshold. Public photography does not create reasonable suspicion, and the officer admitted no crime was suspected. Using suspicious behavior as a placeholder to justify holding someone reverses Fourth Amendment standards. The officer then escalated emotionally, closing the distance, raising his voice, and asserting control, despite no safety threat. This was not lawful investigation, but authority acting without legal foundation exposed the moment the facts were examined. If you enjoyed this video, leave a 5 in the comments.
What up, dude? Man, I get it. Yeah.
You got your ID and your
Yeah.
license and all that?
Yeah, I got all that stuff.
Okay, can I see it?
Yeah, no. If you look at the 379, hear me out. Under the 379 statutes, if you actually read 379, it pertains to Fish and Wildlife Commission officers. I do have a valid fishing license, and I'm clearly going fishing. Under 901-151, unless you suspect me of a crime, have committed a crime, or about to commit a crime.
Okay, so I have had numerous calls
That's
from
fine.
concerned citizens.
Right,
Okay.
they
So
can-
at this point, right now, all I'm trying to do is just identify you.
You don't have-
Hey, listen. And then after that, you're on your way. I understand, you know.
But I have to be.
Listen.
There has to be a crime, man. I'm not trying to be hard about this. They run my name across the state of Florida. Obviously, I'm the guy that goes around the state of Florida doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I do this. Like, this is what I do. I'm not breaking the law. And under the law, 901-151, I'm not reaching for anything, but I'm going to gladly show you. It's just a cigarette. I don't litter. See how good I am? See how I'm not trying to break any laws?
You're good, dude.
I get it, dude.
I'm not out here saying that, you know, you are.
Fishing, those are all the dates.
Can I see it?
Under Florida law, I've just done you a solid by saying, here's my fishing license. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to run my name through David, NCIC, FCIC, all those other databases that pertain nothing to do with my fishing license. Nothing. Right now, if we're questioning my fishing license, which I clearly have, you can call FWC and they can come out and check it. Because right now, all I'm doing is trying to go fish into that park right down the road here. Like right at the end of this block. And that's all I'm doing, is just going fishing, man.
Okay. All right.
I'm not.
What's your name?
My name's Mike.
Mike what?
My name's Mike, and it's nice to meet you, bud. Unless you suspect me of a crime, but if you suspect it, then I'll gladly give you everything you're entitled to. Unless you suspect me of it. If you don't suspect me of it, I would just like to kind of go on my day and just move about. And like I said, I have no ill will towards anybody. Obviously, they don't understand the law, and you understand the law better than they do. But right now, I'm just saying, hey, I'm just going fishing. I've got a valid fishing license. I have no qualms about giving my fishing license to the right authority, which, once again, under the 379.354, which is the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, it's their statute, basically. And I'm not reaching for nothing. 379 statutes, Florida. Right here. I wasn't joking. It says 379 statutes, fish and wildlife conservation. And that's why I say the 379 statutes.
But there's also a Florida statute,
right,
the 790,
right,
which
.053, 790. I know the 790s.
That, you know, talks about the same thing. Okay.
Right.
So,
what part of 790 does fishing include at any point? You tell me where the 790s and the 379 statutes with my fishing license, because right now I'm actually expressing 790.053, which actually would be illegal in the state of Florida unless I was following 790.25 section 3 subsection H, which I am.
With the fishing.
Correct. Right now.
So, so with that part, the 790 that we just talked about, that's what gives us.
It does not.
But it does.
I have to break the law. I would have to break 790.25 or 790.053 or 790.06. Like, I'd have to break one of those statutes. And under 901-151, what crime am I committing?
So, and it doesn't have to be a commission of a crime. It can be the investigation.
You can investigate all you want.
But listen, at this point, for us, this is a suspicious person call.
But suspicion isn't until you came out here, and I'm telling you I'm going fishing. So we've just dispelled the suspicion part now. We're past suspicion. I'm not suspicion because the person that called, suspicious person. You come out here, you meet me, I'm going fishing. The suspicion part is now over.
Okay, but
right?
What I'm saying is the suspicion part isn't over for me, because how do I know that you're allowed to carry? How do I know that you're not a convicted felon?
Florida,
and you're not supposed to be with a firearm.
I can pull up a case law for you. It's called Florida versus JL, State versus JL. The guy was a convicted felon. He had a firearm on him, left it in the back of an Uber, and when they went through the whole court proceedings, they threw it out because there was no suspicion of a crime. They didn't have the right to identify him because they didn't know if he'd broken a law yet. That's the key thing about 901-151. State versus J.L.
Look that up. Show that to him. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not going anywhere. Right there. Asserts that the police officer did not have the requisite reasonable suspicion to justify a stop or frisk, that consequently the seizure of the firearm was unconstitutional. See what I'm saying? Like, this is the federal case law. This came straight out of Florida. It actually came out where I live. I know about this case law, and the only reason I know about this case law is because these are very pertinent to my constitutional rights.
People just don't see it very much around the town, so they're gonna.
I know, and I get it, and I totally, like, for them to call, I get it. And then that's where I would say the education half for me, if I could talk to them and say, hey, what I'm doing is legal, you know, and whenever I meet people, I'm like, hey, under this statute, you're allowed to do this. And that's the education that I do on my channel, is to try to say, hey, not everybody has a concealed weapons permit. You know what I mean? And that's why I started doing this. I was almost robbed while I was fishing. It was 2, 3 in the morning. 2 guys walked down on me, screaming stuff at me, saying they wanted my money. And all I could do was swing my fishing pole at them and run. That's how I got myself out of that situation. Now, if they would have had knives, guns, or whatever, and my gun was in the car when I was fishing, and I was scared to openly carry. I was scared to do it. And ever since that day, I was like, you know, guess what? If I'm scared to protect myself, I should stop caring about other people's feelings. I was more concerned about people's feelings at the beginning. Like, I knew that people would get scared by the sight of a gun. Yeah. So I was like, hey, you know, I was if, and but about it. And then I was like, you know something? My life is worth more than people's feelings. You know, the same oath that you took to swear and uphold to defend my rights. You know, this is my right to do this. And, you know, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time about any of this.
Oh, I know. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You're good.
Like, yeah, if you want, I'm literally gonna be right up here at the end of the block, right at the thing, and I think there's fishing there. I don't know 100% yet until I usually get to where I'm going fishing. If there's a sign that says no fishing, I'll just be.
There used to be one. I'm not sure.
If there is a sign there that says no fishing and I see it, I'm turning my butt around and I'll go right back to my car and I'll be done. But like I said, I'm pretty sure there's fishing. People told me there's fishing over here, so.
Yeah, people have been out here fishing.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I think we're good. All right. I don't see them.
The officer had no legal reason to demand ID. No crime, no reasonable suspicion. Mike's command of Florida statutes and case law exposed the overreach instantly. This isn't just a disagreement, it's a clear lesson. Knowledge of your rights can halt arbitrary authority, and calm, factual resistance is the only shield against unlawful pressure.
Hello.
Howdy.
Can I see your driver's license, proof of insurance, please?
Is there any reason for it?
Yes.
What's the reason?
One of the neighbors in the
This neighbor right here.
neighborhood called in saying that you were taking photographs of her while she was out in her yard.
Taking photographs of her?
Yeah.
How would she know that? How would you know I was taking photographs of
Yeah,
you?
see your driver's license, proof of insurance, please.
Well, is it a crime to take photographs in a public area? It's not. It's not, actually.
Okay. It can be considered
Let's hear
intrusive
this.
and disorderly conduct.
So is it
to
intrusive
do that.
and disorderly conduct? Is it or isn't it? Do you suspect me of having committed a crime? Am I in the commission of a crime? Yes or no? That's simple.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
Well, no, I'm not. So you've determined
I
it
don't
now.
have to take that for your word for that.
So are you telling me I am unable, as a free citizen of the United States of America, to sit in a public area, public space, with my phone on my mount, which is where I prefer it to be? Doesn't mean it's taking pictures. That's just where phones go, onto mounts. You're not supposed to hold your phone in Minnesota?
That actually doesn't.
Well, I'm just getting ahead of time. It's safer, isn't it?
You
actually had your phone.
Hey, I have a question. What street is this? Is this Oak Street? Hey, is 6186 Oak Street 4 houses down?
Could be.
I'm not asking you.
It very easily could be.
It
yes.
is, actually. I'll just confirm for everybody. It is, actually.
Okay. So, if you were going to 6186 Oak Street, why not sit?
11 a.m. And no, I'm not going to sit right in front of their house. Because
So
this
sit
is
in front
public
of-
space. So I can sit anywhere along this street I please. Any day of the week I please. Any time of day I please.
And all I asked you was if you were lost.
And then you went and called the police on me after I said, no, I'm not lost. Thank you for your help.
Why I was nervous.
Thank you for your help. I know it's terrifying that there's a colored person in your
My
neighborhood.
husband's black, honey.
All right. Well, then why
kids
don't
are
you go
all
back
half
into your
black.
home?
Okay.
Racist.
I'm not racist, trust
Okay,
me.
racist.
All right.
I'm already officer.
You might as well just go back in because.
Yes,
we're
because
not-
there's no crime being committed. Have a nice day. Racist. Can I help you?
Sure.
What can I help you with? Actually, am I
May
being
see your work
detained?
order?
Am I being detained? No, you may not. That's private information. I'm not going to share with a random person. Am I being
I'm not a
detained?
random person.
Am I being detained? You are a random person. You
I
haven't
am
even
not.
identified yourself as a police officer. Appalling. That's appalling. Am I being detained now for the 15th time on camera? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm being detained. What am I
Yes.
being detained for?
Investigation into a suspicious activity.
What's the suspicious activity? Sitting in a public space with my phone on my mount?
I don't
It's
know.
all on camera. Do you understand that? I'm going to go to your department and send them the video.
Okay. What have I done wrong?
You're illegally detaining me. You clown. Are you kidding me? What a joke. Do you see my partner down here as well filming? You clown. You are a joke. Go get a real job. Go get a real job, you rude human. Get away from me.
What have I done that's rude?
You're illegally detaining me. You just stated it on camera.
Yes, I am
Oh
detaining
my
you
Lord,
during the
you're
investigation
hilarious.
of a suspicious activity that was reported
All right,
to my
well,
office.
is there a crime being committed? Has there been a
I
crime
don't know.
committed?
I have not been able to
What are you
determine
going to do
that
to lead
because
up
you're
with
not
what are you going to
cooperating.
do to lead up with your investigation? What are you going to do?
That's why I'm trying to discuss this with you and determine what it is that you're doing in the area.
None of anybody's business because this is public property that I pay taxes for.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're a resident of the city of North
I'm not
Beach?
saying anything to you. I don't need to answer your questions. I committed no crimes. I am not in the commission
Then
of a
I don't
crime,
know
and
that you pay for
I don't
any of
believe
this road.
any. Okay, all right.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, you're wasting your time.
The only person that's been rude has been you.
Great. I'm being harassed by two random people for sitting in a public place in my own state.
Okay. So, I'm not a random person.
You are to me.
Okay. And you're
You're
random
not a
person
cop
to me.
until I've committed a crime. Otherwise, you have no business talking to me, questioning
And I
me,
have no-
illegally detaining me on camera. Bet you regret that.
No, actually I don't.
Okay.
That's why I have not told you to shut off your camera because I have done nothing
You cannot
wrong.
tell me to shut off my camera.
Exactly.
Why would you even bring up the fact that you haven't told me? Because you can't in the
Because
first place.
you brought it up
Whether
in the
I'm
first
committing
place,
a crime or
moron.
not, you cannot tell me to turn off my camera.
Exactly, I can't.
Is your camera on?
Yes.
Is it?
Unfortunately, I don't have my mic on me, but my camera is on.
What a joke. Good Lord.
Because I never expected any
Okay, well,
kind
I
of
have
issue.
a 11 o'clock appointment, so you have 8 minutes to do this, and then I'm going to my appointment because I am not detained unless you have a legitimate, lawful reason to detain me.
And I tried explaining that to you.
Okay,
that
well,
my
where's the
legitimate
investigation
legitimate-
at? Where's the investigation
I'm
at?
still trying to determine if what you're claiming is correct or what she's
It
claiming
doesn't
is
really
correct.
matter. I can
Yeah, it
take
does.
pictures of anybody's house from the public spot. You can't trespass my eyes, and you cannot stop me from taking any pictures of anything from a public spot.
That's correct.
So why are we here talking?
Because the reason this has gone on so long is because you won't cooperate.
I don't need to cooperate.
Okay.
I don't need to. I would need to if I'd committed a crime, correct?
Well, if I knew that you
Or
had
if
committed
I
a
am,
crime, you would already
am I
be
being
pulled out.
suspected of committing a crime? Am I being, that's a yes or no. Am I being suspected of committing a crime? Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
At this time, no.
Okay, then have a
Except-
nice day. Kick rocks. You're dismissed.
Other than I'm smelling an odor coming from your car.
Oh, here we go. Go get your
That-
puppy then, clown. You can be embarrassed for another 30 minutes on camera. This is going on YouTube. This is going on Facebook. What's your name and badge number?
Officer David Jansen, badge 518.
Thank you. 40 minutes later. Thank you for identifying yourself, Officer
It hasn't been 40
Jansen.
minutes.
13 minutes, exactly. Thank
Okay.
you for identifying
Quite
yourself.
the difference between 13
All right.
and 40.
Thanks for the correction. Thank you for
So
identifying
I'm willing
yourself
to identify
13 minutes
myself.
later.
Why
I
are
don't
you
need to.
not?
I'm a private citizen.
So am
you
I.
are required to, actually. Don't get that twisted, buddy. You're a police officer.
Well, you said I was a random person.
I can say whatever I want. I'm
Okay.
a private citizen.
All right.
Are you going to go get your puppy, or are we going to waste more tax dollars
No,
on
I'm not.
camera?
I am not getting my puppy.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay.
So why are you still here then?
Because
What are you looking at
I'm
in my
trying to answer
car?
all your
Look at
questions.
this crazy random person
So,
looking in my car.
I've already identified myself. You already said I'm a police officer. I'm no longer a random person.
I'm
dude.
talking to the camera. Thank
So
you.
now Well, you've said it on camera that I'm not a random person. You
Look at how
identified me
upset
as a
you're
police
getting.
officer.
Look at how upset you're getting. Be professional.
I am being professional.
All right.
It's that you are
I don't need to be professional, buddy. It's not my job to be a police officer. I'm a private citizen.
So, CRI, thank you very much.
The police failed to establish any elements of a violation and lacked reasonable suspicion under legal standards, yet continued to detain the individual under the vague label of suspicious activity. This conduct reflects arbitrary use of authority, forcing a citizen to justify behavior that was entirely lawful. The line between legitimate authority and coercion was exposed, and quickly collapsed when subjected to clear legal standards. This video was created to provide educational and constructive information, encouraging lawful, respectful, and peaceful conduct, and does not promote any form of confrontation.
You're more than welcome to. Gentlemen, this is an individual who is just taking pictures.
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on the screen. Click to watch now.
Yeah.
License and all that.
Yeah, I got all that stuff.
Okay, can I see it?
Yeah, no.
Last but certainly not least, we extend our heartfelt thanks to the behind-the-scenes team who spent months making these videos possible.